On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You think you gonna get this? Mike 55, check.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Heineke on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They go play action. Now Heineke rolling to his right. And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing, Heineke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 55 to mine. Check.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jonathan Allen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 16-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's Tua. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they can't bring him down. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 1st down throw for Heineke. And now this is nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Rip right.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Heineke's throw taken in by Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a give to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 64 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Heineke to throw it. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half here. Heineke over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as time expires in the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Boy, Charles, you have to be impressed with how Terry McLaurin has quickly become one of the better receivers in the NFL. And this is all effort here. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.